televisi, apa kabar? Baik-baik saja, Kak. Sekarang kamu bicara dalam bahasa apa? Dalam bahasa Indonesia. Kenapa? Karena saya orang TCK.
That was my sister Casey speaking the language of Indonesian, which is actually my family's second language. The last thing she said is that she is a TCK. Today I will tell you about the cultural diversity of TCKs. First, by explaining what one is. Second, by highlighting some of the challenges. And lastly, by describing the benefits of being a TCK. A TCK, or third culture kid, is basically someone who has a different passport from the country they grew up in. For myself, I spent ages 9 to 18 in Indonesia, but I have a US passport. The third culture part comes from what happens when the cultures of those two countries mix. They form a third one. This third culture has similarities to both of the first two, but it is entirely unique because it is the culture of that child and not of any one country. Some TCKs actually have a mix of 3 or 4 cultures, depending on how many countries they grew up in. There are a lot of challenges that come with growing up like this. One of the major ones being that we don't feel 100% comfortable in any one country. We may enjoy a lot of things from each country that we associate with, but there is never a total sense of belonging anywhere. Another challenge is when we return to our passport countries. We usually look like we belong, and so we're expected to act like we belong. Know the cool sayings, know what's polite and impolite, grasp the social constructs of personal interaction, and so much more. My first semester at WSU, I inadvertently told my teacher to suck it because I was doing a hand motion that I'd seen my peers doing. I was just trying to copy them and fit in, but I didn't fully understand what it meant. Despite the number of embarrassing moments or the feeling of being slightly out of place, there's so many incredible benefits of being a TCK. I have friends in at least 9 different countries, and I could visit them at any time. I understand a lot of foreign cultures, and I have a knack of picking up on new languages because I learned multiple ones as a child. I know how to navigate airports blindfolded, and I absolutely love trying new foods. These characteristics aren't unique to me. A lot of TCKs are the same way. However, the best benefit that I can think of is that I belong to a family, unique in and of itself. It's the TCK family. Anywhere I go in the world, if I find a TCK, old or young, I automatically belong. We understand the hardships and struggles, the joys and excitements that people who grew up in just one country never had a chance to experience. Today I presented the cultural diversity of TCKs. First by explaining what it is, second by describing the challenges, and finally by highlighting some of the many benefits of being a TCK. We are a cultural phenomenon that is becoming more prevalent every day, and no matter how old I get, I will always be a TCK.